Oh, dear girl. My grandmother squeezed me in a hard hug. Tell me some good news. I rubbed her back with slow and steady strokes. I had no good news, so I remained silent. Oh. Her voice was muffled against me. Oh, no. Her husband, my grandfather, had gone missing 3 days ago. He had last been seen in Manila at a board meeting for the Asian offices of his shipping company. According to everyone, he left after the meeting in his town car, and it was like he had vanished. I had just landed in Paris for work when I received my grandmother's panicked messages. Without taking a step out of the airport, I boarded a flight back home. My grandmother was beside herself. Despite being jet-lagged and exhausted, I spent the first night sitting up with her, and the next 2 days were a blur of dealing with all the authorities who were currently searching for him. The CFO of his company and I decided to hire an additional private team to search for my grandfather, and we worked together to deal with the day-to-day business of my grandfather's shipping empire. Tell me everything, my grandmother pleaded. She didn't want to know everything. She only wanted to hear that this would work out. I pulled back and looked into her brown eyes. Have you eaten today? I wasn't hungry. I'm going to change, and then we're both going to have some soup, okay? And then I'll tell you everything. She shook her head. I can't eat. Come on, I pushed. Papa will hold me personally responsible if you've lost your curves when he returns. Her face brightened. You think so? I think he would hate it that you worried yourself sick when this is probably all a crazy misunderstanding. She stared at me with so much hope, it almost crushed me. You're right. I considered that I should be trying to prepare her for the worst-case scenario, but there wasn't a single part of my heart that could do that to her. They had found the driver, beaten unconscious in the trunk of the car, and they'd found my grandfather's watch, wallet, phone, and briefcase in the back seat. It was as if whoever took him was telling us that they didn't want what he had. They wanted him. The driver was still unconscious and unable to give us any clue as to what had happened. So you'll come downstairs for some soup? Do you mind if I eat it in my room? She gave me a pleading look. I didn't mind. I was so dead tired I was almost falling down. I'll go ask Joanne to bring you up a tray. She clutched my hand. Do you think Papa's going to be okay?